You see, without the simple yet profound quality of awareness, of observing, of seeing, without the filter, without the veil, without any preconceptions, without the self, without that, then we're really chasing ideas and chasing possibilities and searching on the spiritual path. And all the searching in the world and all the reading and all the philosophy won't get you where you seem to want to go, where you think you want to go, because where you want to go is actually already here, already looking, already seeing, already present. But you've left the present because of habitual conditioning and the patterns of self, and go off searching for whatever it is, either, pleasure or avoidance of pain or escape or reward or distraction, or else on the spiritual path seeking answers, seeking methods, seeking practices, seeking enlightenment, seeking, any of these things in order to satisfy the sense of absence, the sense of lack, the sense of, not being at home. The sense of not being at home that we carry around is insidious and is actually in many ways the grit that drives much of the spiritual seeking. But if we don't start seeing from a deeper awareness, a deeper clarity, a deeper equanimity, a deeper observation, just this, and as that develops, if you want to use that term, or as it deepens, which is probably a better term, as one drops deeper into stillness and silence, this silence that is inherent in clear seeing. So the awareness kind of opens out, and more is seen, more comes into one's awareness. It's like you start to see deeper into reality, deeper into the world, deeper into yourself, deeper on another level into your patterns, into your habits, into your beliefs, into your, the fixations and the veils, and, by and by you fall into a much deeper place. But this doesn't happen almost in and of itself. It happens because we are able to turn almost towards it and relax. It's a relaxation. It's a relaxation of the mind. It's a relaxation of the grasping. It's a relaxation of the searching. It's a relaxation of the striving. It's a relaxation of the discomfort, the aggravation, the itch, the thing that's always moving us away from this moment. It's actually a falling into this moment again and again and again. I mean, at first, I would say, I've done a lot of meditation in my life. I did a lot of Vipassanas and a lot of meditation, and it was always a struggle. It was always a struggle because nobody really, I had never really the kind of instructional guidance that actually really worked for me. So the Vipassana was always a sort of a rigidity. There was such a rigidity, and it had nothing to do with relaxation. As far as I could tell, it had everything to do with the practice of being with sensations as they rise in the body, emotions, maybe thoughts, and just sitting through it all. You know, and there was a great discipline in that, but it wasn't relaxation. I mean, something would break eventually, you know, and I guess that might be the purpose. Certainly after 10 days of Vipassana, you're, you know, half broken down, half broken open. But this, all these years later, 20 years later, I don't feel that at all, because the self has melted so much that you know, it's kind of fallen into a natural awareness anyway. So but this comes through a kind of work, if you like, an ongoing surrender, an ongoing willingness to develop the capacity to just observe. Just observe, just look. It's not cold, it's not even coming from mind, it's observing mind, observing thought, observing emotion, observing world, observing sensations, observing discomfort. This is all awareness, right? The capacity to develop this deeper and deeper awareness brings about a kind of openness in and of itself, by itself. You can practice the meditation because the meditation helps, but meditation tends to be disciplined. And what we're talking about here is, although it has a quality of discipline, it's not disciplined. It's not disciplined in the way that the mind thinks. It's a great allowing to see. And what is seen? Not judged. Seen and not judged. Seen and not measured. Seen with the eyes of equality. See with the eyes of equanimity. This is a great boon. And when this awareness, this deeper and deeper awareness becomes more abiding, so then things are seen more clearly, like I said. Things are seen more clearly. We see ourselves more clearly, and that's the essential thing. That's the primary thing. Nothing to do with other people at first. You know, one needs to develop this ability to see oneself. And then to you know, from that place of deep seeing, one gets to almost make decisions about what one wants to put their attention on. If you see that your life is run by endless patterns of agitation and moving away from, well, then you start to develop the capacity to say, they're there, but I'm not going to give those my attention. I'm going to give the space my attention. I'm going to give the openness my attention. I'm going to give the love my attention. I'm going to rest in the sky of my nature, of my awareness, and not just give my attention to the clouds that come along all the time. And of course you forget of the humdrum, the hubbub of life. Life is busy and it pulls everybody. You know, there's nothing that one can do about that unless you seek escape on a, you know, in the monastery or in the cave or in the ashram, you know, or in the hut in the woods somewhere, and that might be a blessing. But inevitably we all probably have to return to the matrix, to the world, to the unconscious world, or the busy world, or the niggly world. And so that will happen. But for a while, you know, when you get the chance to sit, just say, I'm not going to give, you know, see the patterns, see the habits, see the addictions, see the tendencies, And so, I'm going to experiment with just not giving my attention to that today and see what happens. It doesn't have to be forced. It actually has to come from a deeper place than force. Choice. Force is not really choice. It's not free choice. It's like I should be doing this and I should be doing that. And while there's a should be doing this and should be doing that, it doesn't really succeed, because underneath the should is I don't want to. So you have to find the place within yourself that really wants to. I found that when I was giving up alcohol. I found that I didn't go to the 12-step program. I didn't go to any of that stuff. I found something really through the shamanic work that I was doing with this guy. I found something within me that was in a way very small, but it was, I'm so sick of this endless repetition that's going on in myself. I want something different. I want something different. I want some freedom. I want the freedom of free will, of choice. That I'm the commander of my ship. Me and God. I'm not abdicating anymore. Not abdicating my responsibility to my own life, to my own existence, to my own consciousness. And that made a difference, because when the waves of desire and the waves of irritation and the waves of reactivity rise up, I was able to see from a deeper place, from a place of awareness. And within that awareness was the opportunity for a deeper choice. It was a very strong choice. Sometimes it failed, and one fails one's way to awakening generally. It's not the path of success of the I, it's a path of failure of the I, which creates a deeper humility. And in that deeper humility, one finds different levels of oneself. Make no mistake, there are deeper levels to all of us. And we don't know about them because we tend to think, just below the surface is the unconscious and just that. But we don't realize there are multitude levels of ourselves, and we can touch those as we get deeper and deeper and deeper. And these are beautiful, because actually you get into something really, really soft and very sweet and tender about the human experience. But you can only do that through a deeper relaxation. And then you get the choice. And you get a deeper choice. And you get choice, until it becomes choiceless. And that is a subject for a different video. I hope this spoke to you.